Hello and good morning. It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Onyison. Thank you for joining us. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals has reviewed its ex-depot landing cost of petrol, bringing it down to 865 naira per litre. According to reports, the refinery informed its marketers and customers of the new price yesterday. Affiliated stations with special agreements with the refinery are expected to adjust their pump prices to around 910 naira, down from the 925 naira, in line with the slight reduction. This price cut follows a high-level meeting between representatives of the Dangote Refinery and the Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, on Tuesday. Following the meeting, the federal government reaffirmed that the naira-for-crude initiative remains in effect. The policy, which allows local refineries to purchase crude oil in naira, was described as a key directive aimed at supporting sustainable local refining. The move is expected to ease pump prices and boost petrol availability in the local market. The Nigerian Railway Corporation has suspended train operations on its Warri-Itakpe route for the next 72 hours after multiple technical issues involving a train engine failure at the Warri-Itakpe rail line. In a statement by the corporation, the fault occurred around 1:30 p.m. on Thursday, about 14 kilometers to Itakpe, and left over 200 passengers stranded. The NRC, in the statement, explained that it swiftly rearranged for the safe evacuation of all passengers via road transport, with adequate security presence. The corporation said the temporary suspension is to allow the technical team conduct a full audit, resolve all identified issues, and restore safe and reliable service. To this end, all passengers with tickets for the affected services are eligible for a full refund or revalidation for future travel, based on their preference. The Nigerian Railway Corporation also takes full responsibility and mentioned that it's actively working to restore normal operations as quickly as possible. Outside Nigeria, the trade war between Washington and Beijing seems to have deepened as the White House says its tariff rate on most Chinese goods is now 145%. President Donald Trump had announced a 125% levy on imports from China on Thursday, but now the White House confirms that it is on top of an existing 20% fee. President Trump acknowledged some tariff transition difficulty at a cabinet meeting. Beijing earlier announced an 84% tariff on U.S. goods entering the country, and U.S. stocks, which have been sliding since President Trump's tariffs were announced last week, have fallen again, with Amazon and Apple down 7% on Wall Street at one point. Elsewhere, the EU put retaliatory tariffs against the U.S. on hold after President Trump paused a 20% tariff against Europe for 90 days. The EU now faces the same 10% baseline tariff as most other countries, which U.S. President announced last week. All right, then, with that eye on the markets, we're going to be wrapping it up on the news on Wake Up Nigeria. We're going to be taking a quick break. There's still more. Stay with us.